Welcome back, guys. Alright. I'm just a young girl, so in love with you. I'm just a young girl, hope you love me too. Okay, that was a song sung by, I believe, Stacey Lattisaw years ago. Now this song also puts out there how a lot of these love songs talk about love. And love is not exactly what you're feeling. You don't know what you're feeling. Maybe it's puppy love when you're young. But when you are feeling these feelings, it's time for you to have the talk with your parents or someone who you can count on, who you can speak and express freely to them so that you can get it out of your system and you can grow and persevere from the experience. We all think we feel certain things at certain times, but it's time when you start feeling these feelings, it's important that you do the talking, that you start doing your journaling, that you get it out of your system and you learn exactly what this feeling is, and if it is mutual. Because sometimes you think you feel something and the opposite person doesn't feel that way. Or maybe you feel light about it and the other person feels more about it. You just never know. This is the reason why the talk has to happen. When I was a teenager, let me tell you something, I thought I knew everything. But one thing I have to say about God will wake you up in such a way that you realize and you find out that you don't know a doggone thing, okay? And I think he has a great sense of humor about the way that he does it, I was in high school. And, it was a weekend, and I had spent the night at one of my girlfriend's house. And, when you spend the night over a girlfriend's house, in some cases it's so that you can just have some freedom, And throughout the week, I had to take care of my younger siblings, so I wanted some time to myself, And at least if I went to my girlfriend's house, we could at least stay up that night, write, songs, stories, and we could have a good time. So, and then sing all the songs out loud that you couldn't sing when you were around your parents. So, because some of these songs are expressive, and then your parents say, what exactly does that mean? And you say, oh boy, you don't want to be, it's uncomfortable to express that around older people, whereas, unless you have someone that you can really count on, that you can be that free with. I didn't have anyone who I could except for one of my girlfriends, so. That the next morning, we went to 40 Deuce. That's what we call 42nd Street. So went to 40 Deuce Street, and we had gone to, at the time, I was working, so I had a little bit of money. So we went to some stores to get some clothes, and then we went to the movie theater. Now, at the time, 42nd Street, they always had this double play, which means, like a double feature. You could watch two movies for the price of one. So, we enjoyed that as well. So we went to the movies. And we were already exhausted from shopping. I was halfway dozing off watching this movie. And all of a sudden, I felt something on my lap. And I looked to the left where my girlfriend was sitting, and she's laughing at the movie. I looked to the right, and there's a man that I have no idea who he is, so I screamed. I screamed so loud, the man ran out of there so fast. And at that point, I wasn't comfortable. So I told my girlfriend, let's go. So we ended up leaving the movie theater. And she wasn't too happy about it either. But we ended up leaving, and we ended up catching another sale on shoes, So, we had a fun day or what have you. But, as children, we're teenagers, and we think we know everything, but we don't know everything. And that situation could have been far worse in this movie theater because it was dark and the guy could have done something. It was the two of us together. And with me screaming, the people who were around us, because where we sat, there wasn't too many people around us. So I guess he felt that he could have, do something. But the good thing about it is when I screamed so loudly, everyone was alerted in the movie theater. And even though we decided to leave, it was actually a little safer. Because now he knew he couldn't get away with this. We have to be careful when you are surrounding yourself with in free air around you. Meaning, you have to be conscious of what it is that's going on in your surroundings at all times. It is a dangerous thing out here. You have child trafficking. There's a lot of things going on. And because you are not aware and conscious of all that is going on, you make sure you say a prayer before you leave the house. You make sure that you are conscious of your surroundings, and always go with a friend. That was a great thing. I went with a friend, and we had a good time. And you are very unique and special in your own way. God brought you here for a reason. So because of that, if no other reason, be conscious of your surroundings. Learn to love yourself. And don't get so caught up in this love word, okay? Because you can love people, but you don't know exactly how their love and how their intentions are, especially when, you're young and you don't really know, you don't have these experiences, okay? So let's not be wet behind the ears. Let us do more research before we decide to call the word love, okay? But it is lovely being you and the unique, lovely person that you are. So you have a great day, and think about what I said. And don't forget to do some journaling.